I want to show you guys how I go about getting referrals. So first thing I do is I pull up my website. So I'm going to show it to you. So this is how you generate a referral. This is the science behind it. I said, okay, cool. You just signed to get solar with me. Hey, can you take and enter your information right here so I can get your email and get you into the system? Reasonable request, right? They just bought. So then as soon as they enter it in, it comes over to here and it says, okay, you're going to get emails from Ask Solar Mike. And then step 2, it points out that I've paid $64,923 in referral commissions to customers. I'm like, I can give it to Facebook or I can give it to you. I'll tell you what, I'll just straight up bribe you. And then I scroll down and I show these pictures. And then I tell the story. Dude, you know what'd be cool? I had to bring a briefcase with cash. And then when I bring the briefcase, this guy right here, he bought 2 solar systems from me. He bought one for this house, and then 6 months later he moved and had me put one on his other house. That's pretty sweet. He loved it. But I'm like, I've given out $600,000 or $64,000 or whatever in referral commissions, and I usually just bring my briefcase full of cash, and I'm like, I just pay you. I'd rather pay you than pay Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook. I mean, I'll just admit it. I just tell him, I just straight up bribe you. And I said, so here's what we need. And then I take my book. So you see that? This is me setting the stage. I'm setting the stage. Then as soon as the stage is set, because so I showed them my website, then I took them into social proof. Then what I frequently do, is I come into, in fact, each one of you could probably just find me on Venmo, and you just look up Mike, and you come in here, and then you find, like, the last one I paid out was the Bryce Johnson. I paid him $400 in referral commissions. And I forgot to put it in the notes, so I put it down on a comment. But what I do is every time I do this, I put a note and I track it so that somebody can go in there and they go through all my Venmos and they can see money, 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 and they can see how I built up to the 64. So I do that so you can say, dude, that ain't a lie. I used to always do it cash, but then when COVID hit and I couldn't get cash from the banks no more, I kept the cash in the briefcase because it was cool, but then I started paying through Venmo. And then people are like, oh, cool. And I'm like, so here's what I need from you. Now that I've social proofed them, gave them the evidence, then I get my book out. And I get my book out like this, and I take and I fan it out, and I go like this. This is how I did it. This is how I gave away $64,000. So I fan it out, and I said, so what I need from you are 10 names, just like that. And then I go into this thing right here, because they're like, oh, I can't think of 10 names. Okay. Well, like I pull up my app on my phone, I'm like, so-and-so lives next to you. Is that a good referral? Oh yeah. And then I'm like, okay. And I literally just pull up on the Utah County app. I'm like, click on houses. And then I'm like, well, you got any friends? You got anybody at church? Anybody you work with? Any of your neighbors? And I help people come up with ideas on who I could do. Then they punch out this list right here. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I go out there and I hustle it. But it's like anything else. I have to set the stage. And so first I get them to opt in. Then I show them customers with money. I give them more proof. I show them my book. I show them my Venmo, and then I push them for referrals. So then you wonder why I can close neighborhoods, why I can do this. It's because I do that. Does that make sense? You got the science behind it. You don't even have to create the website. All you need is Mike to send you this freaking link, and then when they go through it, they get it. So like when you're sitting down with your closer, so this is what you do. In part why I show this to you is like when I went and closed deals for you guys, I close the deals and then I get them all down here and I'm like, okay, take a picture of that page. Or I take a picture of it and get it to them. Okay, go get those referrals. Go get them on the books. And then as soon as you get these things on the books, a chunk of these guys will buy, then we're going to do it again. And we just rinse and repeat. And once I get you inside the referral loop, then we just start accelerating your income. Boom, 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 boom. That's one of my frameworks I use.